I was so happy when I got your message saying she's home.
I drove around. I probably drove 20 miles looking for her, Cunningham and stuff, you know. Lily's such a sweetheart.
Yeah. Did you put anything up there good, Brenda? Did you put anything up there good?
Probably not.
Oh.
So that's, you gotta go get it, right?
Yeah.
Are you nervous?
No, that's my mom.
Oh, that's okay.
How do you know?
Oh, yeah.
Don't come back over there. How do you really think you're married?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm Dan.
I'm Cheryl.
Cheryl. Cheryl? Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Cheryl. Nice to meet you.
He's working about it. Cheryl? Cheryl? Wait a minute.
I hear she likes to wander now.
She's a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I need her friends.
Did you ever figure out where she went?
I think south of town is all I know.
We all went looking for her, and I posted it on sites. And
When I seen she was missing, I probably drove 20 miles just on sightings looking for her.
Yeah, I think she was nice.
And she ran away on the 4th of July, right? Fireworks. We actually put our dog door barrier up so the dogs couldn't go out. I mean, this is a deterrent. It's not going to stop them from taking spooky.
but Jane says, "Mom, don't worry, she's fixed."
Yeah.
I said, "Oh my God, you make her mom with that."
I think she'd take a coyote if she had to. Group of coyotes, though, it scared me because they're getting bad this year.
Yeah.
I hear them right outside of town.
Well, Teresa next door to you said she seen one walking like down the street on Main.
What's that?
A coyote.
Oh, yeah. I see a fox every morning, but
Well, now the wheat's cut, they're coming out. They can't hide in the wheat.
Leaving me to do,
So, yeah.
maybe you wanna leave and talk to someone next time.
Electric really can come in handy, not tomorrow, just tomorrow's the 15th, 16th, that's where
I'll go to the building. All right.
I was like, Percy, you might have to drive the van home over to the van for that reason. Last time they opened part of my knee is swelled like
Oh, yeah. When is that?
16th, not tomorrow, Wednesday.
I'll have that 7 hours. And no running everywhere.
7 o'clock.
It seemed to be the hour for the meeting, but I had no point. We anticipate,
Dave may have pulled up. I heard something, so that may have been him.
Taylor, are we anticipating more people? No one was called in to do that.
They don't call her.
Sometimes.
Did you get your weed out cut?
Yeah, Dan's coming.
Did you get your wheat cut?
I have to turn the pressure up on that automatic shutter up there.
I mentioned that to him, I thought it would close when I
Uh,
made another trip out here.
Could be new seals, them just breaking in and stuff.
I'm not hearing
He
you, I'm
can't
sorry.
go over there and try.
You know, you gotta,
I said it could be that there's new rubber seals and stuff that they just need to break in. Because I see there's bottom seal and stuff. There's probably one on the side. Probably just need to break in.
July the 14th, this will be the normal city commission meeting for the city of Turon. We will be in order in time. So, who is here?
Dana Brock.
Jim Zonker. Those three people are here, and I declare the quorum to be present. What items are on the agenda which you should have before you? Are there things that need to be changed? Or
Oh, I
conditions?
have a couple of things I have to add. I need to add library to guest speaker.
The library's going to do what?
To guest speaker.
Yes, thank you. I have it on there.
I need to add aging projects to clerk as well as kindergarten to clerk.
And that's on guest speakers?
No, it's on clerk.
What'd you say, aging project and kindergarten?
Yes, kindergarten.
You're not talking about me, are you?
And then, we have one water bill hearing, but they will be late. So I don't know if we can just move that down to whenever they get here, or how you wanna do it.
Yeah, let's just move it.
Which one is it? 3,500.
Let the record show that Commissioner Councilman Kern is here. Anything else to add or subtract or move on the agenda?
Yeah, I want, under maintenance report, I want to add water being shut off and grass not spraying in the streets.
Under maintenance report? Anything else?
Fire station.
Anything else for the agenda?
The governor new. Maybe
That was me.
in there for what we're gonna do at the fire station. Maybe put something somewhere.
To new business.
Yeah.
And what did we have as new business?
Fire station. Old fire station, right?
New.
Anything else? Mr. Green, nothing for you. One once, one twice.
We're gonna move the water bill hearings to in front of governing body comments.
That's fine, they said they'd be about 30 minutes late.
Moving all the water bill hearings?
Okay, well, you said there's only one.
Yeah. 3,500.
And all the others have been.
You wanna move it to after maintenance report then?
Yeah.
Okay, the water bill hearing is moved to after maintenance.
Yes.
Is that correct? Thank you.
What else did you add?
Yeah, move the water bill stuff to maintenance.
Did you say something though about, governing body?
No, I
Okay.
changed that.
Okay.
That was still the water bill hearing, but she said they said they'd be 30 minutes late, so. Then those two after maintenance report instead of all the way up.
Anything else for the agenda before we have a motion? A motion to approve the agenda as amended.
Yes, I make a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
Second. Aye.
Aye.
We need to approve it during the 18th minutes, the short special meeting. You have before you the special meeting of June the 18th, had to do with spraying mosquitoes. For minutes from a short meeting there. Any questions or discussions with them? And what has been the outcome of that? And the book guys sprayed, or did you?
I believe they sprayed.
I'll make a motion to approve the June 18th minutes.
Second that.
Aye.
You have before you the June 23rd minutes. Any questions or discussions or amendments to the June 23rd regular meeting, which was rescheduled, which had been rescheduled.
I make a motion to approve the minutes for the June 23rd meeting.
Is there a second to that?
I'll second that.
Abstain for the one here.
Aye.
Do we have any carried?
Yes. Everybody against it.
Thank you, we will stand approved. I note there that we are mentioning July the 15th, which is tomorrow, 17th, the budget meeting. Is that still on the thing, everyone's agenda? And is the budget guy going to be here?
He hasn't told me otherwise.
Okay.
Hold on, so tomorrow's the budget hearing?
No, it's not a hearing, it's a workshop,
What time?
7.
Thank you, those minutes will be approved. And before you, July 2025 unpaid bills, it looks like that. Seen them many times before. Any questions or discussions about the bills?
Is this one the Vestas? Is that
Sorry?
the- Oh, I was asking if this was Vestas, the weekly, all added together, or was this something?
Yeah, it's all
different?
added together. I just didn't have enough room.
Sure.
And those are the normal amounts.
Urban, was the check valve, where was that at? Was that at the water tower or the well house?
Say what?
The chlorine / check valve? Where'd that go?
It's from Waterwise.
Oh, it goes on the water for the well, chlorine line,
Which one in particular?
both of them, and the pool.
And, okay, it's going, which well that we put it on, or have we used it?
Whichever one we needed on, it goes on both wells and the pool.
Okay, so you bought one, where did we put this one? Is this an extra one?
Well, it's more chlorine line, because I used the last pickup that we had, so I picked up 3 rows of 910.
Okay. It's to have on here.
Any other questions, comments about the bills, discussion?
I make a motion to pay the unpaid bills for July 2025.
Second. Aye.
Aye.
Bills will be approved. Mayor has minimal things to say, other than we hope that the Buckeyes have prayed and are happy to pursue the contract that we discussed with them. I guess, Ms. McHale, did you discuss what we wanted?
Yeah, I told him what we wanted.
And that's okay with them and agreeable?
He said he'd get us on the schedule, and the guys told me that he was spraying the other day, and that he then sprayed again a few days later.
Okay. All right, very good. The only other item I can mention is the work has been completed here on the doors and windows, and that was involved there. I did call them back to redo some woodwork around there, and we're still, the door doesn't close by itself, but there may need a little break-in period or a little adjustment on the closer thing to close its latch fully, completely when it's there. But you're welcome to take a look at that and inspect. Dana, does it look better now than it did yesterday?
It looks better than yesterday, but I wasn't too pleased with the workmanship or the way they cleaned up, or did not clean up, so. I mean, it's kind of wonky, the door's kind of wonky, that window's kind of wonky.
Would like to see that heater coil pipe cut off flush with the ground. I don't know. It's sticking up to catch somebody's foot.
Where did that, radiator go?
Up on the hill with the rest of the junk.
It's just in the junk pile? Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll see if it holds out water any better than the last one, the door.
We have plans to take this pipe out, it's still,
Not immediate.
I'm sorry,
Not immediately.
not immediately.
I don't think it's hurt anything.
I think it's serving no purpose anymore. I think that could probably be taken out if you want it out.
Now, if you're still having a problem with this, are they gonna come back and make adjustments?
I would be happy to call them, and we'll see if they come back. I don't believe they sent us a bill yet, so I was kind of expecting it today, but when I came back to that, well, it has not arrived. And if there are other things that you think, I'm counting on you folks to do an inspection. If there's anything you think needs to be redone or does not meet your approval or come close to meeting your approval, we can get it done before we do the bill. I will move on to guest speakers. This library manager, chairman of the board, please come forward.
I'm here to,
How are you, young lady?
I'm fine, and you?
Step right up here. I don't hear well, so you gotta
Okay.
give me the whole.
I understand I don't hear well myself. Here to get 2 approvals of new library board members. We've had an opening for a long time, and we've had troubles finding one. The first one's Brenda Schwartfigger. And then we just had another recent resignation, and the second one is Lynn Perkins. I know most of you probably know most of those. You probably aren't familiar with either one of them. Brenda's been in the community forever, married to Jeff Schwartfigger, a farmer. Lynn Perkins has the restaurant up here on the corner, the Bacon Cafe. Anyone
Both of these people have agreed to.
Yes, they've already given us a verbal okay that they are willing.
Even at the current pay rate.
Yes, even at that current pay rate. We even doubled it.
That's good, though.
Yeah.
I think they'd be a good addition to your board.
Any other discussion about the potential board members for the library board? Sometimes it gets awfully quiet.
It does.
Anyone?
It's gotta be a motion, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'll make a motion, for the new board appointments, for the library for Brenda Schwartz-Biggers, and Lynn Perkins.
And a second for that?
Second,
And a second?
Aye.
Will carry, thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
Any other good news from the library?
No, we're just chugging along. Status quo, I guess, basically.
The summer reading program seems to be well attended.
It just finished up. It was very well attended. We have had an average of 17 kids every week. They just had the final party Friday down at the park and then went over to the pool for an hour. Had a little hot dog and snow cone thing. And
That's a good number.
it was a very good number. Last year we had about 20. So this year was about 17, and more than we've had in many years. So we were very happy with the numbers, and she still on Saturdays has about 5 to 6 kids through the school year coming in, and through the summer we've had increased to about 7 to 10 kids every Saturday come in for summer reading programs. So we're getting the numbers to increase, and hope it continues to
She's
increase.
doing a good job.
She's doing a very
We
good
did
job.
some rearranging in there. Did that work out to everyone's satisfaction so far?
Trying to clean it up, declutter it, make a teenage corner that maybe we can get some teenagers to come in and hang for a little bit, and maybe get them interested in some books and get them off the street and things like that, so.
Any questions for the library board?
Taking the pool separately, or was that on free time?
We paid it out of our budget. Kelly quoted us the price and we paid it.
Well, keep up the good work.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coming
See you
in.
later. Bye.
Okay, then the guest speakers, you list an account 9636, is that person here?
Yeah.
Okay. Account number 9636, actually that's a water meter number, so,
It's an account number.
I'm sorry?
An account number?
An account number, yes. Yes, thank you. Speak up, please, and, because I'm old.
I'll do my best. Thank you, Mayor Jarvis.
Yeah, state your name and address, please, for the record.
My name is Daniel Davis. I built a house at 301 East 2nd here in Turon last year. I didn't have water when I bought the property. There was a water meter on the property, but there wasn't water hooked up. And I was told that the policy for the city was that it was a $500 fee plus tax. And so I entered into a purchase agreement with the city on the 24th of July. For
Last year.
Yeah, last year. I don't come to many of these meetings, but I happened to be at one on May 12th, 2025, and there was a motion that the city brought to waive the hookup fee. The owner wasn't here at the city, there was a motion to waive the hookup fee at 207 South Main, my neighbor. And so I'm just curious what that was about, I guess. I'm just curious what the specific policy was that mechanized me to be have to enter into a purchase agreement, but then somebody else both the houses were built in 1900, they both had water meters there. So I'm just curious,
Yours had a water meter?
yeah, it's still there.
So you would have had service.
There was not,
service
there wasn't,
from the-
there was a meter pit, yeah. And we put a meter in a different place, but there was no water there. When you guys put the new water lines in, you didn't hook it up, kind of the same thing as the other house.
So I was the understanding that the neighbor that you're talking about, the water line had not been connected from the new water project just up to the meter.
That's what happened to his too.
That's what was yours, you didn't move the meter to go anywhere else,
Well,
it was just to that?
I have a meter at the corner, there's an existing meter at the corner right at Second and Main on the property. And when, I don't know if the city didn't know that that meter was there or whatnot, I would have been fine to hook up there, but when they elected to dig the meter, because they told me I had to pay for a meter, they elected to put it over here, so now I have 2 meter pits on the property. I'm not upset, I'm just curious about the policy. Like, I'm really happy with the work that was done. All the city guys are great. Just for my own curiosity, just curious.
What happened there is the house that you're talking about on Main Street was supposed to have water when they put the mains in.
Okay,
And they didn't hook it up. It didn't get hooked up.
okay.
If the property doesn't have water and you and you request water to be put in, then you have to do the purchase agreement like you did. You shouldn't have had to do that though, because you already had water.
So, yeah. So anyways, I just curious if somebody can maybe call me and let me know what the policies are. Maybe you guys want to waive the $500 and refund any money that's been paid, or maybe you want to stick to it, just depending on what you guys find. But of course,
Can the maintenance guys tell us why? I mean, why did we put in another meter if we had one? I mean, is that the reason that he got charged when we had to dig a new meter? Is that what the deal was?
There's actually 3 old meter pits on the property.
Oh, it's 3?
yeah.
Yeah. And where he wanted the meter pit was on the other side of the block. That's the reason where we running off that line, off of 2nd Street, I believe it is, instead of Main.
I don't know. What do you guys think? If there was one there that we could have used, there would have been no
There would
charge.
have been $100
Right.
deposit.
But since he actually wanted it in a different spot, I don't know how we do that.
I don't, my recollection was, I mean, I definitely wanted, my preference was for it to be where it was, but I was under the understanding that I would have to pay regardless, because there wasn't a meter on my property that was hooked up to the new water line. And so, that was, so I guess I'm seeking clarification. Maybe there's some published orders or some writing somewhere about that. But, you know, I would have had to dig more, but I hand trenched that myself to save money, and I would have dug another 40 feet to save $500. I built the house myself, you know. So I don't like to part with my money if I don't have to.
So really, we're going to have any more money moving it because we're going to have to dig it up and connect it anyway because it's not connected.
Correct. Yes, it was. I didn't have water connected. I didn't have water in a meter on the, and that's the same thing as this other property. And so it was just kind of.
But it had water meters, I think that means. On the living room, I think that's when they went to the meter.
Yeah, I had a pit with a lid, but there was no pipe going to your guys' municipal
Should have
lines.
been hooked up.
And no pipe going anywhere on, you know, well, I'm sure it's lead pipe, but.
Correct. How many more of these are we gonna have that aren't connected? That's a big question.
I don't know, because it's a big gray area, because if somebody just comes into town and wants water put on a property that there's never been water on, is what that ordinance is for. But when there was supposed to be water on it, and it was not put on it, or credit it. Do you know do you have do you know what's costing a month on your bill?
Honestly, I'd have to go with my accountant, but.
You know, I talked to Michaela about this a little bit. It's 4166, but it's only been assessed for 1 month, from what I understand.
Is that right? Okay, yeah, I haven't actually checked in with my accountant yet, but I think there was some mistake with the auto draft or something.
Yeah, something in the software, it's not thing, it's only gone through once.
Yeah, so, but regardless, it's still, as of right now, I guess, I'm glad that I brought it because now I know that it's not being paid and it's a bill that, you know, it's an outstanding balance with you guys, which again, I'll be happy to pay if I can just explain to me.
And the easy explanation is it wasn't hooked up when it was supposed to be hooked up.
Y'all wanna see this?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Something like that.
Is there any way we can clean up that verbiage in that contract so you don't have these types of things again?
Well, and I think Gabe kind of hit on it. I mean, the point of that contract is if that part of the code is you have a property that's never been connected, you're coming in making a brand new connection, that cost is supposed to be, if it's like your neighbor to yours where the property was supposed to be connected, the new meter just didn't get put in, and water collection to catch it, then I think that's a different situation than what the code is contemplating.
So are we in agreement then to refund you the 1 month of 4166 and dissolve the agreement? I don't know, do you have the original $100 deposit? Oh, I'm sorry, I could ask you.
Honestly, I like paper essentially that stuff, I have,
I believe so.
yeah, I imagine so.
So you
I
had,
think you do the $100 deposit on top of the water connection.
yeah.
Because you gotta do the $100 deposit to have an account, and then you do the water agreement separate. That's been done in the past.
But the question is the deposit, is it not, are you gonna charge him $100 deposit or a $500 deposit or a?
Well, you
No,
already
that's
paid a
completely
$100
separate.
deposit.
You have to have your $100 deposit just to have water service.
Right.
But he was in a contract for $500 to connect the water. And that's,
Are you gonna stay with that $500, which is?
well, that's
Which
what,
is the question in my mind, are you gonna
that's
stay
what
with that?
we're,
or
that's
you-
what we're discussing. If we're
Yeah.
going to refund him the,
Can we just credit that 4166 back to his account and void the contract?
If that's what you guys want to do, yeah, we can do that.
so just put that as a credit towards an upcoming bill. Or how do you do that? Right.
that, do you know if that message you were funding the water buildings, if we just do a credit?
No, I can just put it in.
I make a motion that we credit back the 4166 to Daniel Davis and void the $500 connection contract.
I second that.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in, appreciate your interest in bringing this to our attention.
Yeah.
It's always a gray area, no matter how many,
Yeah, again, I'm real happy with everything.
no matter how many contracts get written on, there's always a gray area somewhere.
Yeah.
Appreciate learning about it.
Yeah, thanks for clearing that for me. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We had something about aging projects,
That
with
was on,
speakers.
no, it was on clerk.
I'm sorry?
It was on clerk.
It's on clerk. So it is. Okay. I'm moving on to water bill hearings, but we have none because number 3500 is moved.
Yeah, it was after maintenance
So
report.
there's none of those. One treasurer's report, Madam Treasurer, what good news and the information you have for us.
So as of June 30th, we had $128,081.20 in the checking account and $55,516.57 in the savings account. So at that time, the cash available was $183,607.90. Our profit and loss sheet for June shows a profit of $27,258.08. And back to your caller, I have a couple questions for you.
Any other items in the accompanying documents that you wish you?
The only question I've got is the total cash on the front page
This is different.
and the current total cash on the second page. Aren't the same thing.
Yeah, on the spreadsheet.
Yeah, at the bottom of the spreadsheet.
Yeah, it's on there also. This one I just type up from the balance sheet, the front page. Is it wrong?
The current total cash is different amount.
It should be $250 off. Is that right? See,
Oh, yeah, it's 250.
yeah, it's the $250.
Okay.
Cash added in.
Okay,
It's possible
I got you.
I had it wrong.
I got you.
Sometimes it gets a little tough.
I got it.
Okay.
Took me a minute, sorry.
Any other items you wish to point out for consideration that we should be watching?
No, I have another question when they're done looking, when they're ready.
Okay, what's your question?
Okay, we currently get in like 4 franchise checks, and we currently put in the next check into the savings account for capital gains. And I was wondering if you want the other 3 checks also put into the savings for capital gains too.
The franchise checks are the cell tower one?
It's Midwest Energy, Kansas Gas, and SC Telecom.
And next, yeah.
I haven't seen so.
I just thought, if I might eventually have some big bills that we need to pay, that you might want to put those checks in savings too.
Because there's no account that they specifically go to, so do they just go in the general fund?
Yes.
I mean, it has its own fund, it's the franchise fund, but it goes into the regular checking account.
Jim's up to the general.
Yeah, I got to go and say.
I mean, you can always take it out of savings if you need to.
Or we can always pay a bill out of savings.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
What you like?
Leave it as it is? Is that what you're thinking?
No, I think we're gonna have it put in savings.
We'll just put the one $600 check from next check. But we have 3 other ones that come in.
We're gonna have a big concrete project coming up soon. In front of the car station, as you know. So we're gonna continue with the deposits as previous, is that your wish?
No, we'll start putting it in the capital improvement fund.
All 4 of them.
Yeah.
That's for a motion.
I would.
Make a motion that we put all 4
Franchise.
franchise checks into the capital improvement fund instead of general fund.
I'll say it.
Alright.
Any other items or discussion about the
Yeah.
treasurer's report?
One question, kind of for the treasurer maybe, or for the clerk, I don't know. How was did we get everything to the accountant for the audit?
I think we got everything there that they've asked for.
I don't know if it's everything, but we sent them a lot. Some of the things we didn't understand.
We're not having too much trouble with.
No, I haven't, we sent them a lot, and I haven't heard from them since we sent it. And that was 2 weeks ago? So we sent a lot of stuff. There was like 3 checklists we had to look at.
Lots of copies.
Yeah.
Any other questions for the treasurer or about financial matters? Now moving on to the city clerk, who wants to talk about weeds. We have some.
So, and I meant to go with you before this. So I understand the 10 days from when the person receives the letter about weeds. I understand that because it's in the ordinance violation itself. My question is though, is the people that never receive the letter, they never pick it up, it gets sent back to me. Do I still have to wait the 10 days from when I receive it back, or can I just go to 10 days from when it was mailed? Because the post office, I talked to them, they hold certified mail for 2 weeks. They attempt it and then they hold it for 2 weeks.
So it's that 10 days plus 2 weeks that the post office holds it.
But I did just talk to, one of the post office people Friday. And she said, I didn't know that you could specifically request the certified mail back. So within 7 days. But again, if I get it back, they never texted they received it, but they never picked it up.
Any questions?
Yeah, I have tried to see if I've got that section.
We got several places that are pretty tall in town.
Well, and I wish I could just tell them to go mow, but I haven't gotten the 10 days done yet.
Are there people that, when they live in town, they can do it by personal service too, without doing,
Well, I think,
certified mail?
I think he does put it on the door as well as he does speaker mail.
on the door.
but I track it if I need it.
If you put it on the door, it brings you back. When you put it on the door, you
Oh, wait.
not happy.
Don't leave.
Even if the person doesn't live in town?
Yeah, that's the thing, is a lot of these
Or
that I'm
the
talking
owner
about,
doesn't live in town?
a lot of them don't live in town.
Well, I think if they don't live in town, they've got an address, we need to send it on mail, but if they're in town, I'll look at that, I'll give you an answer.
Okay, because I just wanted to ask, because, you know, I'm trying to get these done, but
Yeah.
I don't have an exact thing I can follow. I also
Never this year?
wanted to ask about the billing part. Do we bill them every time we mow it, or just do it all at once?
I bill it every time.
Bill it every time, okay.
Is one of these properties a property on First Street that is like 7 foot tall?
I don't know, there's a lot. I don't remember exact address. I don't know, because on some of the things, he doesn't put exact addresses, he puts lots. But
But
they're-
by me is lots.
Yeah, so that they are lots, but he puts lots, and I don't understand.
But if there's a house with an address, why would he not put the address on
Yeah, we need, if there's actual residence there that has house numbers, that needs to be.
it? I'm talking about half time.
Well, I'll have to double check, because I haven't done the property's name versus the address yet, because I just got them.
Well, one place has never been mowed yet this year. And we're worried about something stupid, but yeah, we can't get mowing put out. And can't get it cleaned up.
I think there's,
I think there's 3 that I know, or 2.
yeah, that's one I was thinking about. I just wish there was a different way we could get this done and then not bill it to their taxes, because we're just losing money there again also, so. It's just, I don't know. There needs to be something that people can do for these people that own properties in town, but just do nothing with them. They don't care if they're mowed, they don't care if they're falling down. It's a mess. I don't think. Did the one across the street from you, Cheryl?
No, we mowed the front of it, but they've never done nothing else to it.
But we've
The
got,
weeds are still real high.
I mean, these absentee owners are just, and there's so many of them, like, well.
He was over there the other day, but he didn't do anything. He went inside the house and came back out and left.
who was that?
Jason that owns it.
Oh.
I mean, we either gotta vote for free, because that's basically what we're doing. I don't know what else we can do. But this year especially, with the amount of rain we had to start with, it's crazy.
Ms. Michaela, does that take care of all your questions, or are we still talking?
That takes care of my questions for weeds.
Any more comments about the timing of the notifications of maintenance needed? Now I'm moving on. Madam Pool Manager.
Well, she has 2 more things on her list.
Get you all excited there. What else?
I'm done, Kelly.
So, as you know, Friendship Meals has kind of been put on hold with, if they're trying to find another delivery person for their meals. So they've been kind of on hold. So I got the termination of facility agreement from Everpool, which was who they were using. And I need an authorized representative to sign it, but, so I wanted to come to you with that, but the part of it that I wanted to talk to you about is, in it, it said they had no further financial obligations, so I did some double checking, because, you know, they're supposed to be paying us facility rental, pretty much, for utilities and stuff, and I looked, and I noticed that we hadn't had anything since 9/14/24. They paid through December, but I hadn't gotten anything this year. So I called them today.
Well, you said 9/14.
Yes. 24. Because this agreement went from October 1/24, it's supposed to go through September 25. But they ended on July 1. So I called them and I said, I just kind of said, hey, like, I've been looking at everything and unless on your end you have something different, this is all that I have for payments. And she said she'd look into it and then called me back, and they are sending a check today for $562.50 for the rest of it.
Which is for what time period?
For the year.
For this year up till the time, for 2025 up until the time they cease operation.
Yeah, so their obligation's $750 for a year. And so she's sending me the rest of that, because she paid $187.50. But then we didn't have anything else since then, so she's sending me the full rest of it. But, so I just wanted you to be aware of that, and then I needed this to be signed.
But you paid
Good
it,
catch on that.
she paid it all the way out though?
Yeah. Even though they ended July 1.
You said they were looking for a delivery person. Do they have a vendor that's actually preparing meals?
That's what they're trying to find.
Okay,
So,
that includes
I-
a delivery person.
Yes, so as of right now, they're having to get meals brought to them, but they're trying to find another company to do what this company was. But as of right now, I haven't heard anything. So,
But they're still using the facility.
no.
They're not at all now?
June 27th was our last day in here.
You know, I'm in hopes that something will come to fruition and a new, the Lord provides, will provide a new vendor to do that cooking and do the operation and delivery. We can resume. Who would then be responsible for? We'd have to refund the money that they paid, or we'd have to ask them to pay us again, or?
Well, and that's why I wanted to bring this to you, because before we signed, you know, it says has no further financial obligations, but we said that money. So that's why I tried to do it before I brought it to you. But yeah, they haven't been in the facility since the 27th.
And their contract was until September,
Yes.
so basically they're running out of their contract anyway. If they find somebody else in the next month.
Any discussion with Michaela about that contract? Are you asking us
Just
what we
have
want
to
to
have
do,
the mayor's
what we need to
sign,
do?
right?
Yeah, I've waited till checks actually here to do that.
Okay. I just wanted to double check about that.
Anything else?
Yes, so I've been in contact with Danny about the kindergarten room. She did come in and pay the rest of the 700. That would make it up to the 700. And she has, I talked to Danny about a timeline of when she could get the stuff out. On the first, I told her she had till today, and if she couldn't get it all out by today, she would have to come talk to you guys. She's not here, so, and I just told Danny she got some stuff out, but not any of the big stuff yet. But she told the guys she would get the bigger stuff out later this week.
This week?
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
not been in there for how many months? 8 months or so?
And they still owe how much?
well, she paid the rest,
So
it was a 700.
but they're past that amount, right?
Yes, the late fees would be, I don't even know what they would be.
They'd be fairly high. I recommend it not, if they pay the
then we don't have to pay to get rid of it, like getting that.
I think that's a good answer.
And coming into the month, if they don't have it out, they're done.
Need a motion for that?
I think consensus if everybody's good with it.
We have consensus to do until the end of the month to remove all items to which they claim thereafter. Their claim will be invalidated.
So come July 1st, if that room is not empty, it will be, July 31st, I'm sorry. The room will be locked up again and everything in there will be disposed of. We will have no more.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, right.
Do you want me
Well,
to?
the end of the office day, 3 o'clock.
Okay, what,
From August 1st, if you want to put it that way. It will be locked and done.
would you like me to, depending on what is left, try to sell it or just get rid of it?
I think we were talking about that in the August meeting.
Okay,
But from August, the room will be locked.
the guys
Can
are the
we-
only ones with the key.
Okay. We did change the lock.
She has to contact them if she wants in the room.
Anything else?
So that is consensus? Okay.
Thank you.
For real?
Well, we're gonna.
I didn't know, I was just seeing if
Try it once again. So how's it going there, Kim?
It's going good. We've been really busy. Had a party last weekend, got one this weekend. And I had somebody ask about August. I don't know. Is that okay, keeping it open until the end of August?
Whatever you got life guard for, I don't know.
So that's up to you guys.
That'll be up to you if you got cards.
I think so, yeah. I was just gonna, we might have to tweak the hours a little bit. But for sure, I didn't know if we at least wanted to stay open on the weekends until whenever that holiday is and stuff.
It's fine with me if you can keep open on the weekends and
And then
still Labor Day and everything else.
everybody else good with that?
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
That's
It's
all you
going well.
wanted?
Do what?
That's all you wanted?
That's all I wanted. I just wanted to bother you for a minute.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I see no property officer. Is there any?
Well, you skipped maintenance report, I think.
Okay.
Or no, you didn't, sorry. I have a different one this one. I have not heard from him.
Okay.
Well, I want to talk about the property officer a little bit, because what are we doing about getting these tall yards cleaned up?
Well, he just brought me like 10 violations.
Some of them were tall in the winter time, that we got cleaned up last year. We requested that he stay on top of the grass, and he's not done it. You're his day-to-day boss. I don't know if you gotta hold his hand to get some of this cleaned up, or what we're gonna have to do. But the place down on First Street that's not been mowed since middle of last summer is ridiculous. That's why we already hired a property officer. We didn't hire him to go around and screw with other people. Clean up what needs cleaned up first. Get the important stuff. We have made that clear all summer. Still is not getting done. If it's not done by next month, we will be debating on what we're paying him for at the next meeting.
I think that blue house across the street from the park looks terrible.
It has not been mowed this year.
No, it looks terrible. And that
Why
was
are we
bad
paying
for the
him
park.
if we are not getting the simple requests done? That does not need to come to the council. Do we need to talk about his employment here right now tonight?
Well, look at Duncan.
Actually got
Because we cannot pay $500 a month and get the same amount done.
I would assume that that property across the swimming pool has probably been cited and the owners are going to take no action.
Okay, so why has he not got back that we need to get it mowed?
So I don't know what his process has been other than just turning over to the legal affairs.
Thank you.
The brush is still sitting in that property too.
Well, and that, you want to screw around with people that do some good and stuff, but then you won't do your actual job. Really makes me mad.
I've given a lot of thought to go mowing that property myself. There are tree limbs.
But technically, that's trespassing. And
That's right.
there might be a little tree in those weeds somewhere that is worth $10,000. That's why you have to follow the legal. But if we ain't gonna do it, what are we paying him for? We did not hire him to do some of the stuff he's done and not do nothing on everything else. It's really getting aggravating.
It seems like he's more concerned about vehicles than,
I give a shit less about the vehicles that
Exactly.
you can't even see. But when you can almost not see the house on First Street,
yes,
you can almost not see the front door, we got a problem.
I agree, he's not, yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, next month, we will talk about if he needs to be employed with the city or not. If they are not taken care of quickly, we will be Inspector Gadget somewhere else.
I'm gonna move on. Legal matters. We can have good news and advice that you have for us.
So I put a stack in front of everybody. The first one would be a resolution following the meeting last month on the House 402 East Price, summarizing that. Had the hearing on it last meeting. Violations of code have been corrected. Formal hearing was held. Was declared unfit for human habitation. The order to vacate was issued. Direct the public officer to designate 5 of the residents. And then I would like the resolution done following that. So if we have to take action in municipal court, we've got this documented. I believe the order to vacate has been signed. I'm not sure where it's at with the rest of the house. Whether or not they're still there, but.
Well, they're still there. When the sheriff's been there 3 times to kick them out to the landowner and they haven't left, what is our process of getting them out?
Well, I can file a municipal court case. They don't need the judge to find me contempt. He can ultimately put a warrant out for them if he feels that's appropriate.
Do they escort them out then? They come knock on the door and say you didn't go to court, we have a warrant, you can go to jail, you can leave, how does it work?
They can, if they have a warrant for somebody, and ultimately the person doesn't come out of the house, they get a search warrant to go grab the person that they had an arrest warrant for. Now, whether they do that through a municipal court warrant or not, I don't know.
But that's the gray area, because this is an ordinance, and they're law enforcement.
Well, this is an ordinance, and it's a public offense to violate that order to vacate, and so we can file a municipal court case on that. And if judge ends up ordering them out, they don't get out, judge finds them in contempt, he can put an arrest warrant out through municipal court based on that. And that's, you can arrest somebody on a municipal court warrant just as much as you can a district court warrant.
So another question is, do they know everyone that's living there? I mean, if they say Jane Doe's living there, we have an arrest for, or a warrant for her arrest, how about everybody anybody else that's
Well, and
living there.
we would have to get that information, figure out who's in there, who's in violation of it.
Yeah, I don't know how-
Five different people every night.
I don't know how we
Yeah.
get that.
How do we get that information?
Well, we can work.
Last night, 4 times, they went out, started the truck, and from when they left that property to go by my place, it was pedal to the floor and squalling tires half the way at 1 o'clock. And they went by 4 times doing it. And the sheriff won't even come out.
Yeah, they tear down my street too.
My question for you would be probably not fair, because you're a Pratt County resident and observer. How active is Reno County in actually pursuing these? When we, if they're found in contempt, we need a officer to come and evict them personally, hands-on.
Well, they've been there, done that 3 times.
Does Reno County do that? Some counties are
We've
more
had-
aggressive than others.
We've had people arrested on a municipal court warrant. How often they'll do that, I don't know. How long they take, I don't know. But to do anything, I'd like this resolution to be passed. And at least we've got that step done.
Did you know what number that resolution was, 2025?
No, I was hoping. Well, we could name it 2025 or -7-1 or something, or 7-14, so it's July 14th of 2025.
Are we using 7-14?
No, that's different.
We did 2025-1 in March. I think this would be 2025-2.
That's true.
Yep.
What is it now?
2025-2.
Are we going to adopt this then? Make a motion to adopt resolution number 2025-2. Do I need to read that, all that, in bold, right?
No, I think just
Just that.
that.
I second that.
Aye.
Aye.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. And then the other thing that I brought you, following discussion last month, I marked up junk motor vehicles ordinance a little bit, or that section of the code, brought a proposed ordinance on that. There was a red line showing the part that we took out. So it make a motor vehicle nuisance, motor vehicle that is parked in violation of city ordinance, incapable of moving under its own power, or in a junk wreck or inoperable condition, and we took out the not currently registered or tagged in the absence of current registration on the vehicle. I think that gets more to, if we're gonna enforce this part of the code, more to the intent of it, rather than looking at the tag, whether or not it's tagged. And so I brought that, if you guys wanna look at them, if you don't wanna do anything, that's fine too. Just following that discussion, I brought those with me.
So that would just be an amendment?
It would be an ordinance, yeah, that would basically amend that section of the code, take out that part of the motor vehicle business from the definition.
So there's still a lot here that they can be written up on. And the thing we're taking out is the registration and tag.
Right.
Doesn't say, like,
But I think the insurance is coming up, you know, where you have to have proof of insurance to get the registration. So if you've got registration, you should have the insurance to go with it.
Well, we're taking it out.
We're taking that part of it out.
I don't know, I'm probably not that.
We're talking about this next month. We'll change in this resolution a little bit that we did, or that we have written up. If you're talking about the property, obviously.
I'm not talking about next month anyway.
Pardon me?
I'm talking about him next month anyway.
You're all set on this then?
I'm good with passing it with the amendments. Or adopting the amendments. Make a motion, we adopt the amendments to Article 3, junk motor vehicles on private properties.
Or so I can tell the ordinance number 2025-1, I think the only one we've done. Doing a charter ordinance. Might have done it in last year. Do you remember doing an ordinance this year?
Was a charter ordinance that we did was the living outside the city limits from the county.
Yeah. I think so too. And I think that was actually the end of 2024.
So is there a certain thing I'm supposed to put it as?
This would be 2025-1. This one.
Aye.
This is just showing the change to the old code.
We need to adopt this one. one?
It's did.
Just did. Do we need to show, adopted this, or have we done that last month?
No, we did that, they just did that in this.
Yeah.
in this ordinance.
How about this?
That's just kind of showing my work to show. I believe that's everything that I had.
I got one question for you.
Okay.
The auditor sent out a questionnaire thing. Have you seen it? Have you guys got it?
Auditor, yeah, I didn't understand any of it, I'm sorry.
I was gonna bring it and I didn't have time to get it. I'm not coming out and sending it back until we talk to you about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even understand what that has to do with this. But
Any questions or discussion for Mr. Lynch? Is the discussion from Mr. Lynch?
Not for me.
Going once, going twice. And moving on to the maintenance report. Gentlemen.
Well, I guess the bid for the perfect street, the one was updated. One next to looking at last month, one was updated.
Can you move the podium in here a little more? I've been on a tractor all day and my hearing is less than usual.
Like I said, they're all the same as it was last month, except for the one we wanted updated. And 6 to 8 inch.
which company this was with that weird spreadsheet?
Is Pacquiao or not? Is Pacquiao the one to help us do the intersection on First and
Oh.
Burns?
Well, Pacquiao's about $5,000 cheaper. The same So that would be my choice as long as you guys
They're the
are,
same thickness, right?
I think they're all
Because,
bigger than 8.
that one's good at 8 inches, isn't it? Just want to make sure we didn't miss something.
Look on that other page, but I'm not that good somewhere.
That's the one where we buy the concrete and they do the labor. Pacquiao.
How soon will we be ready for concrete? Is it ready now?
Ain't dug it out, ain't done nothing to it.
Do we have to wait for the high sign from the contractor or?
Don't know how busy he is. Don't know how busy he is.
Are we on our own to undertake that, or, I'm talking about the building contractor? Does he have to, has he done what he's going to do and
As far as I know,
ready, and then we can just do this on our own time schedule?
as far as I know he's done, but I don't know. And I believe the Pacquiao bid was for labor, more or less labor, and the city buys the concrete.
So it doesn't matter to him if it's 6 inches or 8 inches, as long as he's, I mean, if he's just doing the labor, I guess, huh?
I don't think it would matter.
Yeah, and I don't think we charge any difference on labor whether it's 6 or 8.
Who's
It
contractor?
just make our bid go up, it just make our bid go up for the 8 instead of 6 for concrete.
Concrete costs more. But I don't know why it's gotta be 8 anyway. The driveway they poured 26.
don't know anything about how all that works. This is maybe more confusing actually than cheapest one, or it doesn't state much of anything. When we buy the concrete, he doesn't change it.
So if we don't go to, if they don't get it, we're.
This is 22,000.
Yeah, then the other would be back to 22 if we only did 6 inches.
Yeah. 6 off the whole. As long as we got a good pack under it, we're not gonna. Say cut the 6 hole.
So what we're gonna do?
I'd like to see it get done sooner than later because when the station's done, there's gonna be a big grand opening barbecue thing for the community, and that would not look good on the city not having our end of it done. It's up to you guys.
Can you tell from the bids if they're all talking about the same strength of concrete?
It really just says the size, like the yards or whatever the area they're covering, and whether it's 8 inches or 6 inches. I mean, it really doesn't say anything. Got half-inch rebar, 26 inches on center. If you're all grading the prep, fill sand. Well, I'll make a motion to approve Utes and Son for 22,000 if we're only going to 6 inches. They gave us 2 prices, one's for 22, one's for 27. We'll go with the 6 inch. Everybody's on board with that.
What was the name of the contractor?
Utes and Sons Contracting.
I second that.
Alright.
Aye.
We should do that. We should pay it out of the savings. Yes.
So is that motion to be redone?
I think so.
Okay, let's try again. Make a motion to go with Utes and Sons Contracting with a bid of 22,000 on the 6 inch concrete. And we'll pay it out of the savings.
I second that.
Aye.
Aye.
You will be in contact with the contractor?
I don't think they can call. I don't know when he's gonna be able to do it.
Or is it up to our office to call him, or up to the city office?
Same thing, basically. That's about all I got.
Okay, we have a question about water shut off and spraying and mowing. You raised those questions. Kate, did you raise those?
I raised 2. The water north of the highway, where do we stand with that?
Waiting on parts. Ordered parts won't be here till Wednesday, I believe.
Does that keep breaking because the line is too thin or what?
Well, actually, I broke it Friday when I was up there with a shovel. Hit it with a shovel and cracked it. And the one
On the
before,
city side?
yeah,
Is that line going to the road or along the road or?
along that ditch. North and south on that ditch. Goes to her meter and then go past her meter, goes across the road and goes up to mine.
Is that line that bad a shape that it's gonna keep breaking? Do you think we,
Well, we started out chasing a crack. Found one crack, then we trying to uncover the line to see what size line we was actually dealing with. But we got 2 inch, inch and a half, and 3/4. And the 2 inch, when we got it uncovered, I hit it with a shovel and blew it out. Well, we got a valve ordered, and we got the parts ordered. Won't be here till Wednesday, hopefully. So it's gonna be open for a while yet.
You're leaking bad now, or just still?
No, I just got one place that's sinking, but it's not leaking bad right now. But when we get that valve and stuff in, we're gonna put a valve in there so we can shut it off. And replace a big, probably 15-foot chunk of line in there. And get rid of all that different size where the first crack was and everything else.
well, I didn't know if we needed to look at going back farther so we can,
Yeah,
The
I
other,
know
the other part is that line's deep,
that, yeah.
really deep.
Almost 5 foot deep in front of her house. I don't know how deep it is down there, kind of by the railroad track.
but we can't just keep having this problem. And I mean, if it's old and needs replaced. That was not part of the water line, you know? If we're breaking and just touching it with a shovel.
I think we had a leak one other time. Were you here or was Jeff here?
You know, Jeff had a leak up there. I know we had on the other side of the highway, that old meter pit. So that,
But if there was
they was digging
in the
their side of
same,
the ditch.
yeah, in the same ditch there.
But we can't.
Didn't look like that great a pipe from what I could see. I said I hit it with a sharp shooter and it started spreading.
We can't keep having that problem up there, because it's just,
To me, I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about, but it looked like it's like household grade. Is that what you thought?
PVC is PVC.
I don't know, but it didn't look
PVC?
very,
They CVC, but I think it's probably scheduled 40 and not 80 probably. We don't want to go until we cut the end off and look at it.
How far would you consider backtracking?
I don't know.
Back to the railroad tracks or back to the highway or?
But if you go back to the highway, you about gotta have them border the road tracks under the highway.
That's
From what I understand, that was a big pain when they had trouble getting permission to go under the railroad tracks when they put that in, from what I understand.
When they bored that, did they put a bigger piece of pipe under that and then?
I have no idea what they put under there.
They would have had to. The railroad requires it, just from when I located.
We figured it's 4 inches up to where it goes to the co-op, at least probably, because we got the fire hydrant over by the co-op. But what it goes, after that, we figured it probably goes to 2, and it's 2 up there where we found it Friday anyway.
Well, I bet it needs to replace back to past the railroad tracks between 2 to 4 inch.
That was strawberry, I don't know. We'll know more when we get the valve and cut the pipe off and see how bad it is.
And when is that coming?
Hopefully Wednesday.
So when do you guys think you would do that? Like Thursday or Friday?
Probably next Monday or Tuesday, probably, maybe.
We don't want to shut the water off to anybody. We don't want to shut it off to the business. They are closed Monday and Tuesday, so if we get our parts in Wednesday, if we get the parts Wednesday, our plan is to go up there Monday, Tuesday, be able to shut the water off. That way we can notify everybody and put the valve on.
And then if you found that the pipe was really bad or something when you cut it, to put the valve on, we could probably have a meeting if we needed to talk about how bad this pipe is.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you go to cut it and there's a problem and it just shatters when you go to cut it,
Maybe looking at hiring a contractor to backtrack to get back to the 4 inch. That may be.
well, I would highly wonder if we could, yeah, we would need to have a meeting and go. I guess if that's the route, if you find that we have a problem, that the pipe is too brittle, or we've got an issue there, we would probably need to see how fast you could get a hold of a contractor and get us some bids so we could have a special meeting ASAP so we could move forward with it.
Like I said, you don't know how long that line's been there either.
Yeah.
Right. But you're gonna know more about how brittle it is and stuff so we can get it taken care of. You'll know a little bit more when you cut it.
Yeah.
And if it seems like it's really bad, let's talk about getting it replaced and not.
They'll still have to splice it back
But
together for
mainly-
the time being.
Right. But let's not just bury it again if
No.
it is in that bad condition. Let's get it done. Because we don't want to keep, if it's in that bad condition with the way it's getting dry and stuff, it's going to break again if it's that bad. This ground that got really wet and now it's all starting to shift back. There's other places having the same problem. The ground is shifting and it's breaking some of the lines again.
Well, while you're on that subject, you need to be thinking about a hydrant back Wednesday. There are some of these alleys that we can't dig in with everything so close. And a hydrovac would have been pretty helpful up there too.
And I needed my $25.
Hmm?
I needed my $25. Was that line, did that get hit because it was not where they said it was, or
No,
that's just how close
we
it
looked
was?
for it, but it's like a little 1/2 inch line, black. All them roots, we just figured there was another root, but he looked for it and I looked for it. We took the pressure washer up there and cut a big ditch through there looking for it. Never did find it. Plus there was an old gas line there that underneath there. We thought, well, either his mark is way off or we missing a gas line, so we took the pressure washer and cut through there. And when we started digging, we found it, but didn't break it, just kinked it.
But their mark was pretty far off.
Well, actually, it was underneath that one mark.
Oh, it was
The one
underneath
at
that
your
one?
house, but the other
They
line
rebuilt? Okay.
was quite a ways off. And like I said, it, we got a million roots through there. They all look like roots to us until we hooked it with that one too.
Can you rent hydrovacs from like Meat Lumber or anything, or?
I don't know if Meat Lumber's got one. I'm just saying, I ain't saying too alleys right offhand, but you can't already put the bucket in because there's so much stuff in the alleys. You don't have, you got a 2-foot clearance on everything that you're not supposed to dig. Well, you don't have a 2-foot clearance on anything, you've got everything running down the street. So whoever's working here one of these days, a hydrovac would be handy. I said the first order, but they won't be here to Wednesday, so we already discussed maybe Monday or Tuesday if everything comes in.
Dave, have you finished discussing, water shut off?
Yeah.
You wish to discuss mowing and or spraying?
Not the mowing, the spraying. We got to get the grass killed in the streets.
Yeah, I know, everything we sprayed, you can't tell it now.
We gotta get some more Primatol 25, and that stuff will kill it for a couple of years at a time. And I know because I spray bindweed with it, and I leave dead spots in the middle of the fields. Primatol 25?
Yeah, we sprayed some of that, last year?
You can buy it at TSC, it's ground stirring.
Yeah, we sprayed some of that last year, but it didn't do any good.
You need to mix it a little hotter.
That's all it was, mixing it pretty hot too.
I just double the rate and, I can kill ground for 4 or 5 years at one time.
Yeah, I know, we got a lot of grass in the street, and what we did spray, you can't tell it now.
The one thing, and it's kind of too late to do it now, I'd almost be curious to know about talking to the mill next year about having them spray the streets and seeing if they would or if they can even legally do it with the 4-wheeler and stuff. But I know they can, with chemicalizers, they can kill it and keep it going. But I don't know how that would turn out legally on their side. So they gotta get the grass killed. If people don't maintain the grass in the streets, and there's a lot of it that's not identical.
Yeah, I know.
Questions about mowing?
I didn't put mowing on there.
Yeah, mowing's not on there.
Okay. All right, have we, completed the maintenance discussion? Thank you, gentlemen.
Water bill hearings is next.
Water bill, item number 3,500, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Come and speak loudly, because I'm older than that.
So am I, don't feel bad.
Well,
I can have it taken care of by Monday.
Monday.
I get paid Friday.
Okay. The close of business on Monday,
Yes, sir.
in the box.
In the box, or inside, yeah.
Is that agreeable? Is that agreeable?
I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it.
I see 2,
3.
3. Okay, that's agreeable.
I Go home and relax. I'm gonna go home and chill. I'm tired.
Apologize for keeping you waiting a long time.
It's okay. It happens.
Thank you. I see no safety officer present. Custodial report, Ms. Brown, is there anything you wish to discuss with us? Thank you. Audience comments, Mr. and Mrs. Lawrence.
I just don't really have much for.
Use your outdoor voice because the
I haven't got an inside
mayor
voice.
is old and deaf.
Mine's not so much a bitch or concern, it's a request, mainly for the maintenance guys. And I'll tell you the reason. If they could give us even 5 minutes of notice before they shut it off on the way by, because we have to get our dishwasher shut off so it don't burn up, our ice machine shut off so it don't get burned up, and fill jugs with warm water so we can wash our hands, because if we got that, we can be open. Without no notice, we're closed down. We're pissing customers off, and we're losing customers. As long as they give us at least 5 minutes, I can get everything shut down, and we can still keep the doors open. That's all I'm asking. That's all I need.
Good. Thank you.
Yep.
5 minutes is the request. Any other audience comments? Lovely, you've not been with us lately. Happy to see you again. What is on your mind?
Are y'all going anywhere with selling any of these properties? You know, you talked about it a few months back, I mean, you're going anywhere?
I don't think so.
No?
I've not heard any discussion.
I'd like to buy the park if it's going somewhere.
That's what I want to know.
We just get our
Thanks.
bids in.
Thank you.
We're on an option cover.
Any other audience participation?
The city will just have an option cover, we throw it off.
Thank you. Do we have unfinished business, Mrs. Green? No unfinished business. Do we have new business? There was a comment, something about the fire station. Is that concrete or?
That was part of
We
the-
resolved that issue?
Yeah.
Any other new business? Any other governing body comments? Motion for adjournment, seems to be in order.
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
You gonna give him a ride home?
Yeah.